And we see references to this throughout the New Testament, such as churches sharing financially with one another, sharing information about current events and news, or forwarding letters that the apostles sent, for example. And that would all require somebody to be carrying those letters over a pretty significant distance. And similarly, there's a reference in 3rd John to what sounds like early first century non-apostolic evangelist missionaries, people who have set out for the sake of the name, and therefore on their travels they need some place to stay. These people are referred to in 3rd John as strangers, which is the plural form of this same word, xenos. They're called xenoi, probably not necessarily because they speak another language or come from another continent, though they might, but probably the primary reason they're called strangers is because they're not from here. They don't have any place to stay. And so they're not one of us in that more immediate sense, even though, of course, in a spiritual sense, they are definitely our brothers. They're definitely our neighbors in that sense. In fact, in 3rd John, these strangers are explicitly referred to as brothers, which means that it's possible for somebody to be an adelphos, a brother, and a xenos, a stranger, at the same time. The distinction, I suppose it'd be safe to say, the distinction would be one of degree. He's a brother in the faith, a neighbor in terms of being of the same faith, but not a brother in the sense of being one of our close compatriots here in this city or this locale. Certainly not in the literal sense of being a biological sibling or a member of the same blood family. Because if you think about it, if somebody's really a brother, then we wouldn't bother calling it hospitality when you keep them in your home for the night and give them something to eat, because that's just normal family behavior. Or we could even say that's the very minimum of what would be expected in a family. Hospitality, when we think of it